Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to the first anatomy party. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a great time. Let's go.
Yeah.
People were talking about this. It was going to be the first of its kind.
And when did you first hear about the post-anatomy party?
Yeah, so my anatomy group was talking about it one morning during dissection. I was kind of skeptical about it, but they said I had to go.
Why did you have to go?
They said it was going to be the biggest thing of the century.
I'm an M1 and I was at that crazy anatomy party that went down a few nights ago.
And when did you first hear about this party?
I kind of heard about it on the float trip, then on the group me, and I also got this really long, crazy, insane email from Hannah about it.
Yeah, and what made you really want to go to this party?
It's like the first crazy major party after an exam of our whole med school experience, and yeah, the email hyped it up a lot, so I was expecting it to be fantastic.
And you were at the party that night?
Yeah, I was there.
When did you first hear about the post-anatomy party?
I mean, it was all anyone could talk about, you know? It was shared to Facebook. People were posting about it in the groupie. People made groupies for this event. It was a big deal.
What promised to be a nice island getaway quickly turned into chaos, and now the organizers are facing a professionalism concern.
To the park right now.
Toby, do you mind giving me a comment about the post-anatomy party?
Toby, what happened? I'd be happy to answer some questions later. Please, Toby, come back. Just got a lot bigger than we ever imagined. You know the saying, desperate people do desperate things.
I'm Hannah, and I'm one of the M1 social chairs and the marketing director for this party.
Okay, and as marketing director, what did you do?
So I helped hype up the event by making a Facebook event and helping get decorations, and we even made these really cool tropical drinks to kind of build with the theme and get everyone kind of excited.
Yeah, and I heard you basically had your own island, right? You
Yeah, it was gonna be a tropical paradise. It was gonna be so great.
Yeah, my name is Noah Erland. I was one of the social chairs, the designated hype man. I wanted to get people really excited, pass along the message, word of mouth. Anatomy party's over, but the fun's just beginning.
So, sounds like you did your job a little too well.
I don't believe in doing your job too well. I think people were excited, were motivated to come out on a Monday night, historically the worst night of the week. And yeah, I think we gave the people exactly what they asked for.
Yeah, my name is Ruba Sokrab, and I'm one of the social chairs.
And what do you think about the planning process leading up to the event?
I actually think we did a pretty good job. We did a good job of promoting it. It looked really good. A lot of the videos we took, people were excited. Noah did a really good job of hyping everyone up. And so up until the end, I thought it was pretty good.
Toby, his name was kind of known. It was kind of a lot of buzz around him, around his first venture, Mednesis.
Hey guys, would you like a Mednesis card?
Honestly, at the end of the day, I thought he was either insane or a genius.
And when did you first hear about the post-anatomy party?
First time was probably second look. Put it on my calendar then. I also heard about it as a course liaison as well.
So as a course liaison, what do you think about this party?
I don't know, I was kind of confused. The course directors didn't mention anything about it. The M2s didn't mention anything about it, so it was unclear where they were getting their money or where they were going to have it.
What do you think about the aftermath and people getting kicked out of people's apartments?
And it's kind of hard to have sympathy for a bunch of medical students who wanted to get trashed on a Monday night.
There was one challenge I ran into when we were trying to get the beverages for the evening. I solicited the help of some of the M2s. Figured they would have some experience with this. And one M2 in particular, Cyrus, agreed to help provide me with the beverages, but it seemed clear that he also kind of wanted something in return. So, Cyrus, did you bring the beverages?
For
our first anatomy party?
Well, that depends.
On?
Well, it depends on what you're going to offer.
You know.
Alright, so you were talking about some of the challenges that came up while you were helping to plan. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so everything went pretty smoothly for the most part, but like I said, it was a little bit difficult getting the beverages, but I was prepared to do whatever I had to in order to make the party as successful as it was. And so...
doing whatever you had to do, what does that mean?
Yeah, so to be completely honest, I walked into Cyrus's office fully prepared to suck.
When do you realize things might not be going as planned?
So we ran into some trouble when it came to drinks and water. We couldn't get any, so we had to turn to the M2s.
Yeah, when I realized that it was like 100 of us crammed into one tiny apartment complex, I thought maybe things might go a little south, and then, eventually led to us being kicked out about 3 different rooftops and disturbing the peace about half of St. Louis that night.
And what do you think about the end of the night when people were getting kicked out of all the apartments?
Well, I think, it's greatly exaggerated. We only got kicked out of like 3 places. Maybe 2 different building managers yelled at us, showed up on the Snapchat of some residents, but I think it was greatly stretched, how bad things turned out. I personally felt pretty good at the end of the night.
Some people are saying that you committed fraud even though social shares.
No. Let me stop you there. It was definitely not fraud. A white lie, a stretched truth here and there, but we were still working within the WashU alcohol policy, at least.
Yeah, and what about that professionalism concern?
No, I'm not at risk for professionalism concern, because if so, it was all Toby's idea. I want that on the record. But I'm pretty sure that's unlikely,
What do you think about Toby?
I think he's a great planner. I mean, I love the venue. The building manager came back a few times. I distinctly remember him shouting, "We're not doing anything illegal," which, as far as I understand, was an accurate statement, at the time.
My name is Eric. I'm from Amboss.
Okay, and we heard that Amboss had been planning on sponsoring the post-anatomy party. What happened there?
Well, it wasn't what we thought it was, and we're pretty upset, and we're pulling our sponsorship. It doesn't represent us, and I don't know how everyone's going to get step scores with this kind of activity, so we're pulling our sponsorship.
What else? There were some other things that were going wrong. Like, I know at one point Toby was not present, right?
Yes, in the middle of our meetings, Toby would just take off on a scooter and never come back, and then he'd show up at random times and then leave again, so he wasn't part of it.
I just knew that it was all over once someone posted a picture of that Addie's tie.
Can you tell us about the entertainment?
We had a really, really new, up-and-coming artist all ready to go and perform at our anatomy party. You may have heard of him, Dr. Yao. It was gonna be so lit.
There was only one thing I wanted to see that night, and that was Dr. Timothy Yao's band. I was promised he would be there, okay? Promised! It's hard for me to talk about. He didn't show up.
The night of the party, it was something. I mean, it was chaos. I can't really describe it any other way. I think I knew the moment when it was falling apart was when the residents of the apartment started coming to us and telling us to get out. And that's when I knew.
Yeah, there were a lot of residents that came down. I don't think they were too pleased. One in particular, I remember, he came down. He didn't seem too happy. I guess he had an early morning or something.
Those kids.
It was just a complete and utter failure.
If I'd known how it had turned out, I would never have gone through with it.